Okay, I'm at home. I just got done having my lunch. I'm in the shed now. I've got the brake down because I usually keep it tipped up back here. It's a 10-foot Trim Master Mark II. We're going to go ahead and bend the metal for this with this brake. I like this one, but it is big and bulky, so it's nothing you just want to carry around. That's why I'm here for lunch. I'm going to bend it, and I'm going to show you real quick how to do it. So I've got one piece about the length of the brake's 10 foot. I don't think we're going to need near that. I know aluminum's expensive, but I don't want to have to come back or cut another piece and waste it. So you want it a little extra long because you're going to have to cut your angles to make it look good. Then I got a piece for the back and the front. So let's do this. Let's get the aluminum I cut out here in the grass because I didn't want to scratch it on the rock inside there. Okay, so typically use a pencil to mark it. I'm just going to put a little scrape mark for my marks. So if we're going to want 3/4 inch in, you're going to have to mark that first. A tip, sometimes it's kind of hard to see that. You can line up that real fine on that one mark right there, that 1 inch, and then you can eyeball out 3/4 inch right here. If you go too far, it's not going to go in your brick because it can only cut so deep into that brick. Honestly, you don't want to cut real deep into the brick because you're going to fatigue the brick. So you got 3/4 inch mark there, and then from there, in this case I was going to do a 10 inch, so we're going to mark out at 11 just because you're eating up 3/4. So I'm going to put the 1 inch mark where my mark is, go 10, add the 1 inch I'm eating or burning. So there's my bend for the flare out, and we're going to do that at 1 inch. So just double mark that for 1 inch. So the marks are 3/4 from the edge, 10 3/4, and 11 3/4. Same thing on the other side. Three-quarter, 10 3/4, 11 3/4 is a double mark. That's my cut mark. We'll go feed this into the brake, that side first, cut the excess, and then start our bends. Actually, we want the bottom flange to flare out, so I'm gonna have to mark that on the other side. There's our cut, here's our bend out, if that makes sense. So if you mark it on this side and you bend it, you know it's gonna go. So we're actually just gonna add that right now. It's kind of confusing right now. So 10 3/4, 11 3/4, that's our cut mark. $10 3/4, 11 3/4 cut. Depending upon what side you feed in, it's going to bend it the wrong way. Get it close, you're gonna have to come down here. Get it close to that double mark. Here's my roofing board I haven't had time to finish. Pinch it. Sharp straight blade. Just run it down the edge of your brake and score it. So this is going to be our flare out off of that mark. You're going to bend it from the brown side so it's flared out. Right on, close to. Right on. Not quite a 90, because if any water is running down, I want it to have a lip downward. But you know, the more you bend to 90, the stronger, the more rigid it's going to be. But I'll leave a small slope down. It's pretty good right there. Don't kink it. Got close to it there. Now this is a 90-degree bend. This is going to be the part going into the brick. So once you get your channel cut into the brick, that's where this is going to go. This will be down towards the shingles over your flashing onto your shingle edge. So this acts as, stiffening the metal, keeping it tight from wind, as well as protecting the edge and giving a little drip lip for the rain to run off of. So once it's put in, you'll caulk this top side here. Of course, it'll be following the slope of the roof, something like this, and you have to cut the bottom edge and the top edge angles. This here will be for the back side. No bigger than it is, we're just going to do it inside. That's the width. There should be plenty wide for the chimney. Three-quarter. And 11. Screwed up, I boogered up the other side to 11 and 12 because I'm burning 1 inch. So 3/4, 10 and 3/4, 11 and 3/4, 3/4, 10 and 3/4, 11 and 3/4. Glad I caught that, so skip that one. This is our cut. This is going in the mortar, brick side. This should be the back side. It's going to be right about the same height. Honestly, the steeper the roof is, that angle cut is going to cause you to go higher than the back side. So the lower the slope, the more even it will be all the way around. So you keep that in mind. If I were to keep this the same dimensions on the bottom, this might be higher off the roof. And if if I'm on the back side, it's going to be pinned in there a little tighter. I think it's going to be pretty close. So we got enough here. Do the same thing. Mark 1 inch. I'm sorry, 3/4. No, 1 inch. This is out the, out the bottom. Quarter. So I'm just lining up my marks with the blade. That was a slight bit bigger. That's scrap. I don't need it. We'll keep it. It's expensive stuff. We're done here. Trixie, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, we'll get loaded up and head back to the job site, get this repair done here.